50 years ago, Martin Luther King stood in front of a 3,000-strong congregation at St Paul's Cathedral to deliver a speech which talks about the reality of racism and discrimination. He was in the capital while en route to Norway to collect the Nobel Peace Prize. To celebrate that speech, people gathered at the cathedral last night to discuss whether racism is still an issue in modern London. Martin Stew now on the impact his dream had, the inspiration he still provides.
Because I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Dr. Martin Luther King's 1963 speech was a seminal moment in American civil rights. A year later, London was in the midst of its own race turmoil.
The liner Epernia sails in for the Caribbean.
Immigration had become a political hot topic, so Dr. King's arrival at St Paul's Cathedral drew thousands to hear him speak.
It is my feeling that if England does not, in a real sense, go all out to deal with this problem now, it can mushroom and become as serious as the problem we face in some other nations.
Last night, 50 years on, hundreds again gathered in St Paul's to hear speakers like Baroness Doreen Lawrence discuss today's race issues.
How can people of colour feel safe when the years since Stephen's murder, at least 150 people have been murdered in racist attack?
It brought back memories for Garth Hewitt, who was 16 when he watched Dr. King speak.
It was a thrilling experience for me, actually. I kind of understood something. A person who on the television I'd seen, kneeling in front of police and they were firing the water cannon and setting the dogs on him, and this person of great courage, then to hear what motivated them, and has influenced me ever since.
Corey Samuel's parents weren't even born 50 years ago, but amongst his peers, the words of Dr. King are still relevant.
The fact that he came to our hometown and we didn't know, we found just hearing that inspiring.
The riots of 2011, triggered by the shooting of Mark Duggan, show that racial tensions still threaten to explode. Immigration still divides, but multicultural London has come a long way in the last 50 years, thanks in part to the power of Dr. King's peaceful message. Martin Stew, ITV News.
And now the weekend sport and